Hello, hello, hello. Greetings, Local 31. Dante Wilson here with our benefit rep, Nancy Hicklin. We are coming here to kind of do a little bit of an explainer. I know that things have been coming fast and furious, especially with the transition from unemployment to full sub with some. I know we put out some communication and then some things changed. So we put out another little message. We'll put out something a little bit more formally here. So let's dive in real quick. So Ms. Nancy and the benefit reps, they all got together. They spoke with sub weeks and weeks and weeks prior to us reaching this point where we knew we were going to full sub, trying to figure out what that process was going to look like. As a result of that, that's why we formulated this piece of paper you see here, the one we text and put all over the place. That kind of gave you a step-by-step kind of how to do the full sub deal. Well, as a result, I presume, of so many folks inundating them with emails and fax as they were getting ready to go to full sub, they said, you know what, hey guys, hold on. It's supposed to go automatically. So I'll let Ms. Nancy kind of take it away from there.
Yeah, welcome everyone. Happy Friday for us all, right? So we did get this information from the sub department. Once we put this out, put it together, we put it out, we received an email from the sub department. Don't send anything. Do not send a snapshot of your phone saying you got $0 in your total there for your unemployment. Don't send anything to them unless there is a problem, okay? They don't want you to send anything unless there is a problem, because we are having problems, you guys, with sub. We're finding out that people unemployment they have exhausted, but when we look at the sub side, we contact them, we find out what's going on. There's people that's been paid for 2 waiting weeks. There's people that did not claim weeks. So if you see that issue, contact benefits. Come to benefits, contact us. So we can contact the unemployment office and sub, and then we can find out exactly what's going on and find out what document or what you need to do to get that taken care of, okay? So we can try to make this a smooth transaction for you.
So how would you know if you got problems, right? That's probably the number one question you have on your mind. Well, if you have exhausted your benefits for unemployment, right? You're getting all zeros, you know you've run out, all right? You check those claim details and it says all zeros for your balance. And you go to file sub the week after, right? Not the same week that you exhaust, but the week after you exhaust, right? And if you go to sub, it should have those 2 questions. First question normally says you should have received $612 from Kansas unemployment. Next one just asks if you had non-GM earnings or if you took another job. Well, if you're on full sub and it's exhausted, and Ms. Nancy, stop me if I'm wrong, it should say your benefits are exhausted. Our records indicate your benefits should be exhausted.
That is correct.
So, if you know you're exhausted and you waited that week after, right, because you got to wait 1 week to file for the week that's exhausted, and it says that you got 612 from Kansas or something from Kansas, well then those where your red flags should be going off, okay? So I'm gonna say that one more time, hopefully a little bit more clear. If your benefits are exhausted and you wait that following week, right? Not the same week that your benefits exhaust, but the following week when you go to claim your full sub, it should say our records indicate your benefits are exhausted. If it still says that you should have received 612 or whatever the case may be from Kansas, then you have a problem. We need to go to this process, and maybe we need to get the benefits reps engaged so that they can work that out for you, okay? Now, anything else on this one?
Again, if you have exhausted everything, 0 on unemployment, 0 on sub, you are clear to go. Continue to file sub weekly. You do not have to send a document to sub, okay? Only if there is an issue with that, okay? Our phones are down currently. It's Thursday the 17th. So they're doing switchboard work, whatever over there. But our phones are down. We don't have internet. So I'm over at the hall today. Also, I want to remind you guys, take this opportunity to get out and use your benefits. Use your health care, use your dental, your vision. I mean, it's been negotiated for you. Let's use it. If you need to find out exactly who your doctor is, or find a primary, because a lot of us don't have them, so find one. I also want to remind you guys about FMLA. That first week we come back, remember, you have to have worked a certain amount of hours to get FMLA. All right, so those of you that do use that, you need to remember you have to have a certain amount of hours to be approved for that. So as of right now, a lot of us have not worked. The week of May will be the first week, okay? So if you have questions about that, contact us so we can help you and guide you on what you need to, what requirements are, or get you in touch with Sedgwick, okay?
All right, and I'll take this opportunity to just kind of remind everybody about the deal that we're having Wednesday the 23rd, April 23rd. We're going to start it at 11. We do have some special guests, including the governor and some other folks that helped us get this bill passed and kind of alleviate this look for work provision that we will not have to do coming up here. Again, we're still kind of in conversation about what that looks like and when that transition is going to happen. So please keep doing what you're doing right now. We are aware that some folks are saying no work search required. We have had conversations with the state, so we are aware of that. If that's popping up for you and for whatever reason you didn't do the work search that week, there will be no ramifications for that. However, if it is not saying that, and if it's still saying the normal deal that you got those 3 work searches, please just keep doing what you're doing right now until we get this thing fully wrapped up, okay? But Wednesday, April 23rd is going to be just a day to kind of kick back, let your hair down. We got some gracious offers from a bunch of our members. We got about 6 pulled porks right now coming, coleslaw, potato salad. If you guys want to bring anything, I think there's a list going around in the Facebook group. We got about 120 pounds of chicken in some way, shape, or form that'll be there. So still some opportunity for plates and cups and things like that. You know, just come on out, y'all. We want a pretty good showing. We do got some guests that want to kind of, you know, glad hand and you know, show their appreciation, show that they stood with labor at a time that we really needed them. And I think we damn sure show them that when they do a good thing for labor, we don't give a damn what party you are. When you do something good for labor, labor will break bread with you to some degree, okay? So thank you for your time on that. We do got some shirts that will be available for sale. Our regular old red shirts that we had from last year or during the strike. And we will have some shirts that we're just going to give away just cause. So thank you for your time. Solidarity forever. Tony, I told you it was going to be a short video.
Thank you. Have a great day.